All of these people in my life acting berserk. I'm feeling all pissed off and hurt. I need to know if I am the jerk. Oh, am I the jerk? Oh.
What do you think about this one? I saw this kid had posted this up on Reddit about being a jerk or not. They're on a plane watching Deadpool 2 and got an earful from a mama. It says, I am 19 years old and I was on a 6-hour flight. I had a few movies downloaded on my phone, including the second Deadpool movie. I was watching it there on my phone with the headphones when the part where Deadpool gets ripped in half happens. And at that point, I can hear a muffled scream behind me. So I take out my headphones, and there's this little kid that is crying in the seat right behind me. Apparently, the kid had positioned himself in a way that he could watch my screen and was watching the Deadpool character get torn in half. And so as I kind of look back, the mom makes eye contact with me and then starts yelling at me. She said, "You shouldn't be watching that kind of thing on a plane, especially in front of children." The boy was probably around 6. And look, I wasn't aware anybody was even watching me, and that kid, would have had to force himself into that weird position to even see my phone screen. Now, is it more my responsibility to make sure that a kid is not looking at my screen on a plane, or is it the job of the mom to make sure her kid isn't being nosy and is not looking at somebody else's phone, which he should not? It wasn't like I was watching nudity even. Was I the jerk in this situation?
I don't think he was a jerk at all. I think it's the mom's job to make sure the kid is not looking at a screen that they shouldn't be looking at.
I also think when things like that happen, when you go out in public, it's such a great time to teach your kid that when you go out in the world, there's going to be some things you can't control that you may not like. I mean, I feel like you can make that a learning thing.
Yeah.
And to Virginia's point, watch your kid. If your kid's watching a screen, you're seeing your kid watch the screen, watch your kid and tell your kid to go look over there.
Yeah, I'd be like, no, I don't want you looking at that. Here's your own screen, or here's your own book, or here's your own toy, something to distract you, because that's not appropriate.
I just think it's a good thing to learn and teach kids that when you leave the house, things are not always going to go your way. Every situation's not going to go the way exactly how you thought it's going to go. You're going to see some things you're not going to like.
So we're giving a pass to violence. Do we give the same pass to nudity?
No, I think at that point, come on, dude. If you're watching nudity out in public,
if you're watching nudity on a plane,
you're an idiot.
That's uncool.
So you cannot watch Game of Thrones on a plane, on your phone.
I feel like if I was going to ever watch Game of Thrones on a plane, I would do it in a way where I would make sure no one would see me. If everyone could just be #be cool, none of this would be an issue. You can watch your Thrones, and the kid cannot, the kid doesn't have to be a crybaby. The mom, we all can work this out.
Maybe note to self, if you are watching something that does have an adult scene, take a quick glance around and maybe don't have your phone so obviously out. Maybe you can tilt it down until the scene is over.
Yes.
Okay. That's how you should be reacting to be cool.
Be aware that people around you might not want to see nudity and just be like, whoa, hey.
Okay.
And it's inappropriate. And if the person doesn't want to change and turn the thing around, again,
Yeah.
It's that lesson of when you go out in the world, people are going to be jerks.
Now, Jason kind of got some attitude about something that was a little bit odd. It has to do with the child's innocence as well. Apparently, Bird is not real fond of getting videos of kids running around naked in a backyard. And you made a comment to a parent that had done that to you, and they kind of got mad, saying, it's just a little kid running around a backyard naked, like they're innocent. What's wrong with that? You'd have to be a perverted person to even think there's something wrong with this.
And it's the dumbest statement, because that's not what I'm even saying. First of all, you're not even a family member, and you're sending me a video of your kid naked running around. I'm uncomfortable with that because I don't know the laws of if you can even do that stuff. So I was politely asked them not to do that. It makes me uncomfortable. Yeah. And then the fact that they said that, I'm even, why is it uncomfortable? See, that's the problem. People sexualize. No.
So you all of a sudden become the jerk.
Yes.
Because you're the one that sees a problem with this. Your twisted mind.
I don't know the rules of it. It makes me so uncomfortable, yes, to have a video sent to my phone of a naked kid running around. And there's nothing nefarious going on in my mind other than the fact that, is this legal? I get that it's an innocent thing. but I'm not. It's not. Especially if it's not a relative. I don't want that crap.
So how many naked videos of Rocco has Virginia sent you?
She's done it to me before, and I told her it made me uncomfortable. I said, I'm not talking about Virginia on this particular case.
Okay.
But she's done it before, and I go, dog,
It's been a while.
Because I got mad at you.
That's not why I stopped.
But am I the jerk for saying? Do you see what I'm saying about the?
Should he have said something, Virginia, or should he just deleted it and moved on and hope they didn't ever do it again?
The reason why I said something because they continue to do it.
Okay,
That's
He
why
can't
I said
help
something.
himself. He has to say something. He's Italian.
You know, but for you, the first time, I probably don't. I probably just delete it. But yes, if it becomes a repeat thing, I think I would make a comment to say, hey, I'm not comfortable with that. I don't know what the rules are today, but the last thing I need is for somebody to find anything like this on my cloud, my phone, anywhere that my digital history. Just, it's cute. Can you just send photos of your kids? I love videos of your kids. Just make sure they have their clothes on.
I love kids.
Yeah.
Well, the other thing, too, I think it's who sends it in the relationship. If this was a sister or, someone that's in my immediate family, that's one thing. Someone I don't know that well.
So if your sister sends you nudes, you're fine.
You know what I'm trying to say. But then I didn't like the fact that, your mind goes to...
Yeah.
Why is it?
It's like there's something wrong with you. There's not anything wrong with what they did. It's in how you're perceiving this. You're the problem.
And to your point, I only said something because it was a repeat thing, and I asked them to not do it twice after they'd done, and they still did it, and that's why it kind of turned into a thing.
I got you.
But am I a jerk? Am I the jerk?
No, you're not.
No, you're definitely not. You're allowed to say, "Hey, don't send me stuff that could get me in trouble."
Am I set too paranoid? Was I being overly caring?
It's better to be too careful in this situation.
Look, you don't have kids. Like, you have no business having any kind of weird pictures of kids on your phone.
That's what I'm saying.
Just imagine if that video were on there, you kind of forget about it, and there is a girl that you like or something like that, or just anyone, and they're flipping around, and they just happen to see that real quick.
Yes.
They may be like, "Do you notice what was on his phone?" And then that might become a thing.
And look, it's not lost upon me that I get it. When your kid's running around, being all cute naked and you're doing something, it's got frosting on it, you're having a moment.
Now,
I get as a parent, you're doing one of those home video kind of a moments.
Uh-huh.
It's not my kid.
Yeah, I hear you.
It's weird.
Yeah, I don't think you're a jerk on that.
No.
And one more email here. This person wanted to know, so... I'm in the car with my girlfriend. We're leaving the McDonald's drive-thru, and then we turn left. We stop at a red light, and I'm searching through the bag to get hash browns. And I'm here taking a bite. I'm enjoying my food. And my girlfriend says, "What are you doing?" I'm like, "I'm hungry, and I'm eating my hash brown." She gets all embarrassed. She's like, "There's a guy that's standing right outside of our door holding a sign that he is hungry and wants food, and you're eating right in front of him. That's mean." It never really even occurred to me as being mean. I didn't even really notice, but the attitude and the shame that I got was like it was something that I had done that was so terrible. Was I a jerk for what I did, for being so careless and unaware of my surroundings as to eat in front of a person that was holding "I'm hungry and I want food" sign?
Look, when people do things on accident and that you realize I should have done that, then just stop throwing the person through the ringer. You know what I mean?
But I will say that whenever I'm stopped at the red light, especially right here at 45th, getting ready to get on 95, and there's a person with a "I'm hungry" sign, I will put down my granola bar
Do you really?
or my
Okay.
Twizzlers.
So you do have an awareness of that.
I have absolutely put down my stuff and just stopped chewing and sat there because I didn't want to make eye contact and be like eating something. And what am I going to do? Offer them my half-eaten granola bar? No. But it is a weird spot to be chewing and making eye contact with a person holding an "I'm hungry" sign.
If you want to say, "Hey, dude, stop eating in front of the homeless guy. He's got a homeless sign right there." But don't get mad at the person and make them feel bad all day about it because they didn't They weren't aware of it.
They didn't do it on purpose.
Exactly.
They were just mesmerized by the deliciousness of the McDonald's hash brown, which I get.
Dude, you get lost in the sauce.
And
literally.
you smell the hash brown and you're like, I must eat you. And you're not even looking at the guy with the sign. I totally get that too.
I'm not afraid
Okay.
of making someone feel bad all day long about something they didn't mean to do.
Okay. A lot of the comments in the chat room are, that guy wants a sixer, not food or something else. They're like, that's not going to bother him at all. So a lot of people don't think that's it. Grant said that guy wants money, not food.
You're not a jerk. You're all right.
Okay. All right. Well, if you do have a situation, want to know if you're a jerk or not, send us an email, mail@kvjshow.com, mail@kvjshow.com.